This is my happy face. Hi friends, I hope you are having an inspiring day. Welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel if you are new. So I haven't done a designer unboxing for a little while now, and that's really just because I haven't purchased anything new that's designer. If you watched any of my other designer unboxing videos, you'll know that I like to mark my designer purchases with some sort of life milestone. I just feel like for myself, they're kind of like trophies for me to celebrate and look back on like an important moment in my life. And recently we just finished the renos in our house. If you guys are unfamiliar, Dave and I actually purchased a 100-year-old home here in Toronto. We decided we had this great idea to knock it down and rebuild it all with our own 4 hands. Anyways, it took 2 full years, but we are finally done and I'm really excited about that. And I figured that I would get myself a little something to commemorate and celebrate that by. Et voila! Dun 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 dun! So I didn't go crazy this time. I just bought a little something from LV. LV and Chanel are probably 2 of my more favorite designer brands, mostly because they hold their value. They go up every year and they never go on sale. I think you can buy vintage, but you can't really find them on sale versus some other designers you can. So anyways, that's my own little psychological thought, but I picked up a new little goodie from LV and I figured I would unbox it with you guys. And I feel like when you buy a designer item, the experience is so important. So I'm gonna walk through like sort of the entire purchase experience, but you can skip ahead and I'll make sure to add the navigation below if you kind of just want to hear the review on the actual product. So first up, you've got this beautiful bag in this classic orange and blue LV namesake sort of coloring. So the story behind this purchase is actually a little bit impulsive. I actually went to LV to talk to them about my purse that was starting to like see wear, and they were really nice. They ended up ordering me a new purse and I just felt really great about the entire experience. And I had my eyes on this product for a while, so I decided to bite the bullet and pick this up. So inside the bag you have your product obviously, and you also have this little pamphlet that is your receipt. I love these things because I find it's great to kind of keep all your designer receipts all together, which is why I was still able to find my receipt for my bag to get my quality return or replacement. Inside it's pretty basic. It's just like a little pamphlet and then you've got your receipt inside here. If you guys are curious, this is kind of how an LV receipt kind of looks on the inside. But I really like how you have this sort of pamphlet to keep all your receipts, like your transaction receipt and then the actual LV receipt and everything inside. But on to the exciting part, my new baby here. The last time I actually purchased something from LV, I actually didn't get this ribbon thing, so it's actually really nice that I've got this for this one. I know, kind of ridiculous, but if you guys are interested, this is kind of how the ribbon looks like. There's actually this trend right now going on with like your Chanel ribbons and like Dior ribbons where people like kind of tie this into their hair. So, and I'm all about repurposing and using everything you got, so I'm definitely gonna make use of this. I mean, why not, right? I mean, you pay enough for the things that you buy, so you might as well get use of every little thing. I feel like I look like Sound of Music. And then for the box, so this is a small accessories box. This is kind of what they end up looking like. I really like that they come in these really nice boxes. One, because it really does feel luxury. And then the second thing is because I actually reuse these to keep my jewelry. Obviously the piece, if I want to protect it or I want to store it, I always keep it in here, but I really like these boxes for that reason. Inside the box you have this duster bag here, which again is awesome, not just to keep your own pieces safe and sound, but also I use them to like store other accessories when I'm actually using what's inside of this. And dun 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 dun! Again, I know this is not as exciting as a bag, but if you guys are looking for an LV belt, I hope that this kind of helps you guys. I had been looking for an LV belt for a while now and kind of had my eyes on it. I actually initially wanted the Gucci belt, but I feel like everybody had it. And I realized that for myself, I think the reason why I wanted the Gucci belt was because everybody had it, not because I genuinely really loved it or the brand. So I ended up getting the LV one that I had my eyes on for a while. So this is the LV Initial 30mm reversible belt. And in terms of the sizing, you can actually get a thinner size than this. You can also get a thicker size than this, but this medium 30mm size, I kind of tried them all on and found that this was the perfect size to kind of fit all of my belt holes. I even like wore a bunch of different pants to kind of try them on and make sure that this was the size that was the best appropriate for my pants and for my body shape. All right, so for some of the features, you've obviously got this beautiful LV buckle here. It's a full size and it's also a full piece of metal. On the back here, it's just a really simple hardware. It's one of those hole, I don't even know what this is called, but a hole punch sort of enclosure. What's really nice about this hardware is that once you actually buckle it in, it actually slides through the back here. So once you find your appropriate size, you kind of just slide this through here to the hole of your choice, and that is how it closes up. In terms of the material for this belt, what I really loved about it is the fact that it is reversible. So initially I wanted an all black belt, but the fact that this one has the monogram capability of it is obviously an added value. I don't know if I'd use the monogram side as much as I would use the black side, but it's kind of nice to have that option there. Not that it's super important, but you also have like a little tag here that tells you a bit more about the belt as well as the barcode. And in terms of the marking, they are really, really faint. Like I kind of have to show it to you guys on an angle, but on the end of the belt here is kind of where you'll see the markings of your size, the serial code, as well as where it's made. Obviously, this is super important for any LV item, and this one in particular is made in Spain. And then in terms of how you would reverse this, you actually just pull it out of the hole at the end here, and this buckle just slides right off. And then what you want to do is you just turn the belt and you insert it the other way and buckle it back into that hole. So it is super easy to reverse, a lot easier than I thought it was gonna be. So in terms of sizing, the girl was actually really helpful. She mentioned that you wanna make sure that you try on the belt, obviously, where you'd wear it the most. And the biggest problem nowadays is that a lot of people have like high-waisted pants, but then they also have regular jeans. And you wanna find a belt that's obviously gonna suit both of those needs for you. This is the sort of outfit that I would probably wear with the belt. I feel like this belt kind of like spruces up any sort of casual outfit that you've got going on. So this is kind of the most low-rise pant that I sort of own. It kind of sits, my belly button's right here, so it sits just below that. So I really wanted to make sure that this belt was gonna accommodate that. So this actually fits on the last hole here of the belt. And you wanna make sure that obviously it's not too tight or that it's not, you know, popping out or anything. But I think that if you're looking to buy an investment belt and you're trying to think of what size you want to go for, I would start by understanding what range you would probably want to wear the belt with. So this would be the lowest, widest section that I would probably wear my belt. And then in terms of how high I would want to wear it, so obviously you don't have a huge range. Most of them come with about a 2-inch sort of range of holes. Obviously you can punch more in, but if you're looking for it to be unboxed and ready to go, they give you about 2 inches. So if I'm wearing something like a dress and I kind of want to belt it, you want to make sure it fits snug. So for me, mine actually goes to the second last and last hole. Et voila, this is kind of what it would look like on a more high-waisted jean or something like a dress. In terms of the size that I personally got, this is a size 80 or 32, depending on if you're going by European or American sizes. And this belt here was $630, so it's a little bit more than the Gucci belt goes for, but I just feel with LV it's a little bit more timeless. The buckle's a little bit smaller and a little bit more subtle, and I really like that, and I had my eyes on it for a while, so I decided to bite the bullet and invest in myself to kind of celebrate this milestone in my life. But with that, I think that wraps everything that you need to know about the LV Initial 30mm reversible belt. I think that it is such a classic piece that I'm definitely going to use in so many of my outfits. A black and gold belt is kind of one of my essential pieces. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, make sure to give it a big inspired thumbs up. Let me know in the comments below what you think of my new baby here, as well as what type of investment pieces you really have your eye on. If you're new to the Inspired family, of course, we would love it if you join us and subscribe. We make videos every week. And if you want to see more daily content, make sure you follow me on Instagram at Mel Wang. But with that, I hope you guys have an inspiring day, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye!